to Get Sports Focus. My name is Alfred Joaquin, and football is here, people. This is the first weekend of high school football in California, or I guess the Bay Area, Greater Bay Area. Anyways, tonight we have a game at St. Mary's. It's going to be Bishop Minot from Nevada, two-time state champion. I believe it's Division 5 2AA. They're coming to California to play St. Mary's High School over there in Stockton, so we got to leave soon. But this is going to be a really, really good game. I'm super excited to see Brandon Mann, the quarterback for Bishop Minot. This is going to be his second year with that team, and he used to be a Bay Area guy. I met Brandon when he was like a 7th grader, 8th grader, playing for Coach Dante's Los Gatos Longhorns, along with Chase Cahoon and all those guys. So it's going to be fun to see him come back and be on Get Sports Focus again. Last year we saw him against Pitt. Pitt beat him last year, but they went on to have a great season, won state, back-to-back champions, and now he's going for his second one, and his team is going for a three-peat. But St. Mary's is always stacked. I know we met a bunch of those guys from the 7-on-7 tournament that happened this past year. Always excited to see those guys ball out. But that's going to be tonight. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be at the Folsom Grant game. Grant is hosting Folsom, state championship team. St. Mary's actually got eliminated by Grant in the fall, last fall, to advance to the NorCal championship game against St. Francis. And they literally took the game away from St. Francis. I thought St. Francis had that game, but they ended up dominating, in the state championship, and the rest was history. But this Grant team is really good. They have a lot of guys that are coming back, and it's going to be a game of the week, man. Rider Alliance, 5-star QB. There's a bunch of dudes from Folsom that we're looking forward to actually following this year too. They're going to be at Serra next week, but we have an opportunity to go to Grant tomorrow, and we're going to check that out. It's going to be our first GSF game of the week with Leroy the Innovator. He is back, people. And speaking of him, we have this piece at the end of this GSF Weekly that we're going to show you. It's the behind the scenes of Coach Andrew with the Bay Area Panthers. So this was their last home game. It was a playoff game. They lost. Controversial loss. There's a lot of things that the ref didn't do. They kind of screwed up the game. But still one of my favorite pieces, because we were able to go with Coach Andrew and really get to know what he does for the Bay Area Panthers. It's all pregame stuff, but it's about half an hour long. You get to see Kevin Green from Serra High Cathedral, former Serra High Cathedral and San Francisco 49er Kevin Green, with Stunner Man, a Bay Area rapper, and also Chizuko. Chizuko is Leroy's younger sister. So this all came together. It was great. It was a great day. But I think you guys are gonna like this piece, because it really highlights a lot of the Bay Area Panthers coaching staff as well that are part of the organization, and they're all local guys. A lot of these guys are local, so it's a pretty cool piece. I enjoyed being there. Shout out to the Panthers for letting me do that. But since this is the first GSF Weekly, of course, I have the list, the projected standings for the WCAL. I know you guys always find it controversial, but it's just a straight up prediction. Not gonna mess around. There's literally like 2 or 3 teams that we know for sure gonna dominate this year. But on top of all that, we got to plan ahead for the GSF Senior All-Star Football Games. We're gonna have girls flag football this fall, people. So we're gonna have a game of the week mixed in, and it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to seeing the girls play football on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Obviously, Friday and Saturday are reserved for the boys under the lights football. But we're gonna have girls flag football, and of course, we're gonna go to all the Serra games, all the St. Francis games. We're gonna have a lot of WCL games, and if you're a top 4 or 5, top 10 team in the Bay Area, we're most likely gonna be at your game as well. We got the GSF Weekly Awards that we're gonna start that this weekend with those 2 games, and we're gonna find out about the other games too that's being played. But We got our GSF Weekly Awards. That's going to start this weekend as well. And on top of all that, we are going to show you our watch list, our GSF Player of the Year watch list. We actually do it a little bit different. We call it the Ultimate Game Changer. But these are, this list, it's 10 athletes that we think is going to be right up there when everything is all said and done. It's a really high caliber list. The class that graduated in 2020, this class, the 2025 class that graduated, is super talented. But I do believe 2026 is even better. So, you know, there's a lot of great players there. There's a lot to keep up, but it's all gonna have to be like it's gonna come down to like stats and who beat who, right? So looking forward to that, and I got the list coming out for you. But we're gonna start things off as we always do. We've been doing this for the past, I don't know how many seasons, but since 2019. First day of practice at Serra. Yes, we were there. I was there, and I was able to check in with Coach Walsh, who is entering his 25th year as being the head coach of the Serra Padres. Let's check out some behind the scenes, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
GetSportsFocus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. Ike's Lovin' Sandwiches, championship level sandwiches every single time. Nachos and tacos your way, the official caterer of GSF special events. Exios, the official training facility of GetSportsFocus. Gains and Shreds Meal Prep, making eating healthy easy. And by South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust.
First day of fall camp. We just finished running lift. We're about to get practice going soon, like 15 minutes. I'm ready.
We just finished running lift. Wasn't too bad, but you know, we got practice at 4 to 6. We're about to see how that go.
First day, man. We're not out to that.
No, then we go load cars at your house.
This right here is upcoming sophomore, Tuta Monyat.
Sure.
And then here is Jaden Halai.
Over the break, I did a lot of running actually. Kept up with my conditioning a little bit. Something I had to take control in. Yeah, something I had to work on a lot.
And here is Jaden Halai. And upcoming junior. And right here is, I don't know how to say his last name. Say it real quick.
Altamirano.
Oh, yeah. Diego. Yep. And then upcoming junior. And then we have another upcoming junior right here, Mateo Tapalian. Heavy junior team.
We got Chase Morris right here.
What's up?
How's the Serra line looking?
It's looking better than ever. Everyone's here to work. Everyone's here to get better. I mean, this is gonna be a good year. I promise you that.
First practice of fall. Gotta get to work.
Peyton Thomas, I'm D-line, D-tackle, interior. I'm excited for this year too. I hope I get the same amount of playing time. I hope everything goes better this year. Like physically, mentally. This year, I know for sure that all my brothers on the D-line and O-line, we locked in for this year. We're not gonna make it a repeat. We're different, and I hope it stays that way.
Very nice.
Back in the day when I was training, had a bunch of buddies. We trained in Provo, Utah at, what was his name?
His name was Dave Stroshine. We traded his one, and then we traded gear. Indiana, Oregon State, BYU, Utah State, all traded gear, all traded shirts. So this is from Travis Uwale, Band of Brothers. That's what they had back in 2011 at BYU. So shout out to Travis Uwale if he ever watches this shit.
I thought you hit the portal there for a second.
No, the portal. My NIL deal would have been like steak and shake every weekend, free food. That was about it. I wouldn't have got no cash though. I was too white, too slow, too fat, linebacker, all that. Maybe I would have got a couple bucks. Who knows? I wouldn't have been like this guy though.
What's up, baby?
What's going on?
Great. Let's stick with you for
How's Ireland?
Yeah,
come on.
Hanging out for a couple of hours here. See what these boys are talking about before the season starts and getting everything going. So it's good.
Another year, baby. Another year. Good to see you guys. 75 and a little breezy. Perfect football weather.
Just worrying about getting better, focusing on the season, doing everything I could to help us, That's it.
Excited?
Very. Very excited. Got it.
You keeping your number?
Nah, I got number 3 this year. Number 3. Back to JV days.
That's right.
Yep.
Gotta get the kicker some love, man.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing?
I'm doing great.
How's the off season?
It was great. We got high ranked. We got some O's and we're ready for the season. So that'll be great.
Awesome, man.
Hey, it's gonna take all of us, baby. It's gonna take all of us.
Let's go. Go.
Hey, that was a high snap there, babe. High snap. You gotta get that snap down. Your snap's still high, I think, when you flip your wrist. So you want to keep your wrist.
Yeah, year 25. I think they call it silver deal. So yeah, 25 years here on this campus. It's hard to believe. There's a lot of things have changed, but really what's great about coaching this long is really high school kids always stay the same. They always need the same type of leadership. They need guidance. Their world has changed a lot, but their internal beings are the same. So I'm just as happy as I was year 1.
Feel great. Ready? 24 days.
Good. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
I was walking around and asking guys, trying to get to know guys, and I ran into a bunch of juniors before I hit a senior. Is this a junior heavy team?
Yeah, we in that 23 year, we had a heavy senior team. So naturally, you would think 24 is going to be a young team. Well, in a weird, strange way, it was still an old team. It was just an inexperienced team because we had that extremely experienced old team in 23. So we're actually now officially young. Most of the depth of the team are younger players. We have a talented sophomore class that's now juniors. We got some sophomores up, even a couple freshmen. But I say every season comes down to the seniors. Even when we had that young team that was, Danny and Jabari and all those guys in 22, those seniors led the charge. And those were just really great juniors along for the ride, if you will. So in any given high school football season, to me, it all comes down to the seniors. So we're still going to be relying on Peyton, Aaron Meyer inside, Mateo Gamblin, Brody Smith. I mean, we have seniors that are going to be impact players for us, but Isaiah Singleton at running back, he's got some experience. So the seniors are going to have to set the charge, and the juniors are going to have to fill in the gaps, and of course sophomores and a couple freshmen to round out the roster. But it's a young team this year for sure.
There you go. Hey, slow it down. This is a mental period.
2025. We're back at it. Let's go.
Year number what for you?
Year number 19. 19. It feels like the first.
Ready? Set, go. Quick rinse. Quick hit of water. And then let's go cone. Go to work. Bring him out. Bring him out with you. Bring him out. First guy gets the water.
Just another year of living my best life with Tees. Tees and I just over here hosting bagel conventions. All we do is block at receiver. And then once they think we're running the ball, that's when we go over the top. Gio's back and healthy, which is great to see. Coaching him in track, it was great to see him actually get back to where he was his freshman year, which after a broken ankle is unbelievable that he was able to still run his 400 time, PR in the 100, PR in the 200. Kid's an unbelievable athlete, and we're excited to see him play a full season. A lot of young guys, a lot of not experience from last year, but guys that were role players last year understood their role and ready to step into a spot this year, which is nice to see. Isaiah Singleton being that guy. Like, he did his time, like Nana Latu did his junior year behind Jaden Green and Jabari Mann. To see Isaiah last year to sit behind Chris Yoon and Nana Latu ready to step up. Even though he proved himself a bunch last year, he did his spot as a junior, and now it's a senior year for him to take over, and he's carrying the rock a lot for us this summer.
What is Brody's role this year?
Brody Smith?
Yeah, he had some moments last year.
Yeah, Brody Smith. He's starting right now at one of our wide receivers. He is our backup kicker right now because, well, we have a 5-star kicker, so why would we use Brody? No offense to Brody, even though he made some clutch kicks last year or preseason. Brody is one of our best receivers, if not our best receiver. Him, Mateo Gamblin, and Charlie Walsh have really stepped up in our wide receiver group this year as leaders, understanding what they did last year. Again, 3 guys that didn't play very much at all, if they did, and to come in as leaders and know what we're doing in such a complex offense is great to see from these guys, especially since Charlie Walsh is only a junior. That's awesome to see from our slot receivers. We've never had a starting slot receiver be a junior.
Ready? Go. How's the QB room looking?
It's good, man. Good room. Got 4. I got a freshman currently up, a junior, 2 juniors and a sophomore. So young quarterback room, lots of talent. That'd be great for competition. Running backs, you guys do fast? Yeah, the talent in the league is much more spread out. Everyone's trying to get better, which is awesome. It only makes us better, makes the league better, and ultimately helps Northern California.
That's right.
At the end of the day, I love Serra High School, but I'm a proponent of Northern California football. And I think everybody, reaching for the stars is only going to up the competition and up the level of play in Northern California. So I'm happy about it.
I have this weird kind of detail that maybe you're noticing is I always like the goalposts to be painted. And the long streamers coming off the top, I feel like that's just a statement that, the entire community cares about football. And, Steve Kalpakoff and our maintenance team do a great job of keeping this field, like it's year 1. And, I told him, I said, I'm very weird about this, but when those goalposts start to fade, I feel like we're losing a little bit of sight of the details. So, we have an amazing home schedule this year, and, just some of the greatest teams in NorCal are coming here, and I want to represent our brand and who we are at Serra to the highest degree. And the first step is, how do the goalposts look? Are they crooked? Are they faded? Are they white? That's just a small sign for me that everyone's on board. So maybe that's what you notice coming in.
We play 7 Saturday games this year. 7. That should be an advantage for us if we're operating the way we operate around here. 7 Saturday games. 6 of them are in the day, 1 of them's in the night at Valley Christian.
It's my responsibility to hold the entire organization accountable to the details. And I feel like I slipped on that last year. So starting from the spring showcase into spring practice, into kind of every detail, like how we look, the certain discipline that we have in the weight room, like all of that has kind of led to us being, and it looks like a more organized unit earlier than maybe usual. And, hopefully that transpires into, arguably the toughest schedule in Northern California. Our league is better this year. It's not worse. Our preseason schedule is the same. And if we're going to overachieve, then it can't be just due to effort. It has to be like, hopefully we have a tough, organized effort all the time. But those little details are going to matter because we clearly aren't going to overwhelm people with the best roster. So that doesn't mean we're going to be out of games. We'll probably be underdogged in a lot of our games, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can't be successful in those games if we're really kind of tuned in and tied into every little detail of what we do here at Serra. Every little detail. So that's what we're after.
Family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
The Padres are definitely a top 3 team in the WCAL, if you ask me. Just a little bit of hint for you guys. But that's not the only team that we visited in the last, when everything started, last couple of weeks. Also went to Riordan, and I was able to talk to the boys, Michael Mitchell, Sanai Thomas, Coach Adir, and Tommy Tofi. Dude's funny. Enjoyed talking to him. We should have like a standalone piece on Tommy. and a couple of other guys. So this is actually a really cool feature on Riordan. We do expect them as one of the top 3 teams in the Bay Area, and I think this is their position to really get it done this year. Sinai Thomas, best receiver we saw last year. He was our GSF wide receiver of the year. Michael Mitchell, man, he is a senior now, and this is going to be a big year for him and the Crusaders, because I think from what I saw, they look very, very, first of all, they look athletic. I showed up to practice and I'm like, whoa, these guys have been putting in some work. They look really, really athletic. They look the part. So now it's time to play the part. And let's check it out.